In this episode, we are going to see about the professionalization of human resource development. Bullitt defined a profession as a field of human endeavor with a well-defined body of knowledge containing basic principles common to all applications and techniques unique to the field, with practitioners skilled and experienced in applying these techniques dedicated to public interest. This definition includes several elements that are consistent with many other definitions of profession. They include a specialized body of knowledge, application of developed competencies, common principles, and a dedication to public interest. These elements have been used as a standard by which many occupational fields have been measured, including HRD. Skeer maintained that a profession contains 8 essential interrelated characteristics vital to its development. Of course, the degree of importance of different characteristics vary from occupation to occupation. The 8 characteristics are a code of ethics, an organized and accepted body of knowledge, specialized skills or identified competencies, minimum education requirement for members, certification of proficiency provided for before members can achieve professional status, an orderly process in the fulfillment of responsibilities, opportunities for interchange of ideas among members, demand acceptance of the disciplines of the profession, realizing that the price of failure or malpractice is to be out of the profession. Professionalism is defined as the dynamic process whereby an occupation can be observed to change in certain crucial characteristics in the direction of a profession. Looking at the field of HRD in light of these 8 characteristics, only 2 clearly apply to HRD: a code of ethics and interchange of ideas among members. Both are provided through membership in HRD professional societies. In America, the professional societies recognized for HRD membership are American Society for Personnel Development (ASPA), the American Society for Training and Development (ASTD), and National Society of Performance and Instruction (NSPI). In India, Indian Society for Training and Development (ISTD), National Institute of Personnel Management (NIPM), and National Human Resource Development Network (NHRDN). These are the professional institutes or societies which provide membership for HRD. In 1983 Model for Excellence study, a comprehensive list of 31 competencies and 15 roles of training and development professionals were identified. Though this is not the first list of competencies identified for the field of HRD, it has received much attention in the circles. In 1989, a revised version of the study was published. The focus was expanded to cover the roles and competencies of HRD practitioners. The expansion also followed for the identification of outputs and standards for each of the HRD roles. HRD practitioners must meet a set of criteria before they are identified as being competent. The establishment of the set criteria enhances the field of HRD. Among the fundamental characteristics of a profession, there is one that is critical: the regulatory mechanism by which individuals are screened in order to determine their level of competence. This mechanism, a stage in the process of professionalization, is not fully developed for the field of HRD or its practitioners, especially in India. Professional development is established in 6 stages of development. Professional development begins with an informal association of individuals who maintain a common occupational interest. Identification and adoption of a distinct body of knowledge takes place. Practitioners are formally organized into an association, institute, or society. Entry requirements based on experience alone or on a combination of experience and qualification are established. Ethical and disciplinary codes are determined. And the final stage of professionalization is the revision of the entry requirements, through which academic qualification and a specific period of experience becomes mandatory for practitioners within a field. The field of HRD has failed to progress systematically through all the 6 developmental stages. It has not identified a standardized body of knowledge or established entry requirements for HRD practitioners. This has prevented its evolution into the final stage of a profession. Professionalization can also be viewed from a perspective that identifies the characteristics of a vocation in order to assist in its progress towards professional status. In the past, HRD profession focused on classroom training and education of individual employees. Its emerging rationale is now workplace learning and the enhancement of performance. Whatever be the case, HRD professionals occupy a pivotal role in orchestrating change. New technology, globalization, drive for quality, cost containment, market volatility, workforce diversity, and importance of knowledge capital acted as precursors of HRD in progressive and result-oriented organizations, whether it is in the developed or developing economies. These trends posed both challenges and opportunities for organizations to earn and sustain competitive advantage. In the USA, the first professional association focusing exclusively on HRD issues was founded in 1942 as the American Society for Training Directors. In 1945, the association published the first issue of Industrial Training News, renamed in 1947 as the Journal of Industrial Training. In 1964, the association changed its name to the American Society for Training and Development, owing to the realization of a wider role and relevance of professional trainers in such areas of employee development as coaching, counseling, and problem solving. Consequent to this development, in 1966, it renamed its publication as the Training and Development Journal. During the late 1980s, the ASTD sponsored a 2-year study to explore emerging models and identifying the HRD roles and competencies needed for an effective HRD function. The Academy of Human Resource Development was established in the early 1990s by a group of HRD academicians, and it emerged as a significant source of scholarly literature on HRD in the US. During the mid-late 1990s, AHRD sponsored 2 internationally focused and fully referred academic journals, Human Resource Development Quarterly and Advances in Human Resource Development. Recently, it introduced Human Resource Development Review as its 3rd journal. Gradually, many colleges and universities introduced HRD programs in one of the 3 academic departments: business or management, psychology, and education. In the European perspective, in UK, the development of career professionals came somewhat later. It was triggered by the Industrial Training Act of 1964, which introduced a network of industrial training boards for designated industries and a compulsory training grant system for all but small organizations. In the same year, it led to the formation of Institute of Training Officers, which in the late 1970s was renamed as the Institute of Training and Development. As in US, it sponsored its own journal entitled Training and Development. In 1994, the Institute of Training and Development merged with Institute of Personnel Management to form the Institute of Personnel and Development, currently known as the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development, CIPD. The business-led and government-supported Investors in People, IIP, was established in 1991 to promote IIP standard nationally. It is a national standard which provides a framework for establishing corporate goals and targets, communicating with employees, and training them to meet those goals and targets. It provides a framework tool for bringing about organizational change and development and for benchmarking against other organizations. In United Kingdom, HRD courses are more recent, where the first professionally qualified HRD Masters program was validated at Southbank University, London in 1991. The University Forum for HRD was established in 1992 as a national network of higher education institutions offering master's degree in HRD. In 1993, the University of Twente, the Netherlands, coordinated a pan-European survey of HRD professionals and their practice by replicating the ASTD study. The essential difference is that the ASTD study focused on future idealistic profiles, while the practitioner study in Europe focused on current HRD practices. The European results provided a contemporary view of HRD role in Europe. During this period, HRD academicians and practitioners witnessed the launch of internationally focused and fully refereed academic journals. The International Journal of Training and Development and Human Resource Development International are UK based, and the Journal of European Industrial Training was based in Ireland and has been established for nearly 2 decades. In India, the Indian Society for Training and Development (ISTD) was established for the first time in 1969 as a national professional non-profit society registered under the Societies Registration Act of 1860 for institutions and persons involved in training and development of human resources. On its inception, ISTD brought out the Indian Journal of Training and Development, but it was only in the year 1975 that India witnessed the emergence of HRD in Indian corporates with Professor Uday Parikh and Professor T.V. Rao from the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, heading the movement. What started as a review exercise of the performance appraisal system for Larsen & Toubro by the 2 consultants resulted in the development of a new HRD function. This was probably the first of its kind in India. The original consultancy reports of Professor Uday Parikh and Professor T.V. Rao had sown the seeds for this new function and new profession. This work later led to the establishment of HRD departments in 2 major public sector undertakings of India, namely the State Bank of India and its associates and the Bharat Earth Movers Limited in 1976 and 1978 respectively. The first HRD workshop to discuss HRD concepts and issues was held in IIM Ahmedabad in 1970. This workshop was the beginning of spreading the HRD message in India. In subsequent years, beginning in 1980, a series of workshops were held to develop HRD facilitators both at IIM Ahmedabad and in the Indian Society for Applied Behavioral Sciences. Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad workshops focused on the conceptual parts and Indian Society for Applied Behavioral Sciences on experiential parts. As HRD started growing, L&T Limited instituted a HRD chair professorship at Xavier Labour Relations Institute, XLRI, Jamshedpur. Professor T.V. Rao moved to XLRI as L&T Limited professor in 1983 to set up the Center for HRD. Subsequently, a national seminar was organized in Mumbai during February 1985 jointly by XLRI Center for HRD and the HRD department of L&T Limited. The National HRD Network was conceived during this seminar. The first HRD newsletter was started consequent to this seminar by the Center for HRD for XLRI and was sponsored by L&T Limited. The National HRD Network took shape and became a large body with about 20 chapters in the subsequent 5-year period. The National HRD Network was nurtured by IIM Ahmedabad and XLRI on the one hand and by the Indian corporate sector on the other. The National HRD Network later gave birth to the Academy of Human Resource Development. It is an institution set up with the mission to develop HRD professionals and focus on HRD professionalism. This is now the leading body of HRD in India. Historically, the development of HRD can be traced from training and instructional design to training and development to employee development to human resource development. A recent nationwide survey of HR managers by Sudarshan in 2005 brings out some interesting findings that throw new light on the current status and how the people managers will shape themselves in the future. Some of the key findings are: human resource in traditional industries, specifically manufacturing and engineering, requires a complete turnaround if it has to survive as a function. Priority is now being given to key areas like performance management, talent acquisition, measuring HR performance, leadership development, and potential assessment. There was a greater urge to outsource technical activities like compensation surveys, psychometric testing, HR audit, attitude surveys, and standardized routine activities like salary administration. The HR professional is spending more time on maintenance activities. The line manager is increasingly getting involved in HR decisions and hence need to be properly trained and supported. Human resources itself is getting downsized, and as the number of people in HR is reducing, it is better to outsource routine and specialized work. The top management is increasingly expecting the HR manager to take decisions and functions in a way that will impact the bottom line. The internal customer satisfaction of the HR department is only moderate and needs to be improved. Finally, human resources in the future will have to move towards a more strategic and facilitating role. Let us now trace the growth of various professional bodies for HRD in India. Indian Society for Training and Development. The Indian Society for Training and Development, established in April 1969, is a national level professional non-profit society. It has a large membership of institutions and persons involved in the training and development of human resources from government, public and private organizations and other bodies. The society is affiliated to the International Federation of Training and Development Organizations, London, and Asian Regional Training and Development Organizations, Manila. ISTD has an agreement with ASTD, American Society for Training and Development, for sharing resources and extending benefits to members of respective organizations. It has 38 chapters throughout India with the national headquarters at New Delhi. ISTD was formed with a view to achieve the following objectives: promoting continuing education in training or HRD, designing and organizing need-based training programs, helping to establish professional institutions, libraries and laboratories in HRD, publishing training literature, research and development in HRD, consultancy and training in HRD. As far as the activities of the ISTD are concerned, the society publishes a quarterly journal, Indian Journal of Training and Development, for which it has an international editorial advisory board. ISTD organizes a national convention every year to discuss future perspectives of HRD. This is attended by delegates both from India and abroad and gives the members a platform to update their knowledge and also to share their views with decision makers. Besides, it also conducts at the national and chapter levels a large number of seminars, workshops, lectures and symposia every month. This provides an opportunity for the HRD practitioners to build a professional profile at the national as well as the international level. ISTD also conducts a Diploma in Training and Development, which is a distance learning program of 18 months duration. It is recognized by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, for the purpose of recruitment to superior posts under the central government. It is also approved by the Department of Personnel and Training, Government of India, under its faculty development scheme and by many other corporates for appointments in their organizations. The next professional body is the National Institute of Personnel Management, NIPM. It is an institute of personnel management and the only all India body of professional managers engaged in the profession of personnel management, industrial relations, labor welfare, training and HRD in the country. It came into existence in March 1980 as a result of the merger of two professional institutions, namely Indian Institute of Personnel Management, established in 1948 in Kolkata, and National Institute of Labour Management, established in 1950 in Mumbai. With its national office in Kolkata, NIPM has a total membership exceeding 10,000 spread over 52 chapters across the country. NIPM is a non-profit making body devoted to the development of skill and expertise of the members engaged in the management of human resources through regular lecture meetings, seminars, training courses, conferences and publications through its chapters all over the country. NIPM strives to achieve the following objectives: to spread the message of professional management and human resource management and development, to promote an awareness of personnel management at all levels in the professional arena in different organizations, to organize activities and programs at both national and branch levels with a view to upgrade the skills and professional standards of its members. To spread the knowledge on the approaches, principles, practices and techniques regarding personnel management, industrial relations, labor and welfare, and industrial jurisprudence in all their bearings. NIPM has been consistently serving the cause of HRM profession in the country for the last 5 decades and representing the practitioners in industry, both in private and public sectors, governments and academics. As the premier forum in the country, it is constantly striving for excellence in the profession of personnel and industrial relation fields through exchange of knowledge and experience of experts from all parts of the world. NIPM has evolved a model curricula for imparting education to the persons in the profession and for those who wish to join this profession. It started a postgraduate diploma examination in personnel management (PGDPM) since March 1978 towards this direction. This diploma has been recognized by the Government of India for the purpose of recruitment to superior posts, as also by the state governments of Bihar, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Orissa and Maharashtra as a prescribed qualification for appointment of welfare officers under the statute. AICTE has also recognized this diploma as equivalent to MBA in personnel management. NIPM is a member of Asia Pacific Federation of Human Resource Management, which in turn is a member of World Federation of Personnel Management Association. It has constant interaction with Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development (CIPD) UK and Society for Human Resource Management USA, Australian Human Resource Institute Australia, International Labour Organization Geneva and International Labour Relations Associations Geneva through exchange of journals and delegates. The institute publishes a quarterly journal, Personnel Today, which serves as a medium of communication for the latest events, new trends and live case studies for its members. NIPM has been guiding its members through its code of ethics. National Human Resource Development Network NHRDN came into being on March 2, 1985 after a few forward-looking HRD professionals got together in Mumbai in February 1985 and expressed the necessity to strengthen HRD movement in order to share information and experiences. NHRDN was their brainchild and it gave a forum for interaction among HRD professionals. At present, it has got more than 3,500 listed HRD professionals in the country. The institution believes that every human being has the potential to do remarkable things. However, organizations often fail to tap the human potential due to their preoccupation with short-term results. The HRD movement was started with the purpose to help the organizations and individuals to optimize human resources. In the organizational context, NHRDN facilitates the employees to acquire capabilities required to perform various tasks associated with their present or future roles, to develop their general capabilities as individuals so that they are able to discover and utilize their inner potential for personal and organizational growth, to develop an organizational culture where superior and subordinate relationship, teamwork and collaboration among different subunits contribute to organizational health and individual well-being. In the national context, NHRDN helps people to acquire new competencies continuously and makes them more self-reliant. It also helps in development of self-esteem and a sense of pride in our country. The qualities of self-reliance, self-esteem and a sense of pride are developed through a variety of interventions at the national, regional and organizational levels. NHRDN was formed with a view to achieve the following objectives: to help stimulate positive forces for humanizing the system and the organization in national life and to enable the people to contribute their best, to augment knowledge and skills relevant to HRD, its philosophy, processes and implementation through exploration and experimentation, to generate, acquire and continuously develop new knowledge and skills related to HRD through research and development, to build a rigorous scientific storehouse of knowledge and skills for HRD, to disseminate HRD knowledge and skills among HRD professionals and practitioners and share information and experiences related to HRD. To strengthen the HRD movement in the country by drawing attention of chief executives of different organizations to HRD philosophy and processes and their benefits. Assisting organizations and agencies in designing and implementing HRD systems, evaluating their impact and feeding back the results for improvement. To break new ground for the HRD movement in terms of coverage of different human systems and organizations as well as innovative approaches and technologies. To develop and maintain standards of professional excellence in HRD. To act as a clearinghouse for all referrals related to HRD activities in the country. The institution believes in the coexistence and it always strives to bring together various professional bodies in the country to avoid duplication of work in the field and provide variety of activities to professionals. An institution developed by the institutional building processes of eminent institutions such as Xavier Labour Research Institute, Jamshedpur, Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad Management Association, and the efforts of prominent chief executive officers and HRD professionals in the country. The network instituted the Best Network Award in 1992. Bangalore, Pune and Hyderabad chapters have received this award so far. Since 1989, the network initiated awards for organizations and individuals who have done outstanding work in the field of HRD. It has also launched a scheme of research grants for those interested in pursuing research in HRD field. Some of the earlier award-winning organizations were Crompton Greaves, L&T, SAIL, Telco, Sundaram Fasteners, ITC, Marico, Vidya and EID Parry. The HRD newsletter started in 1985 has grown from its humble beginning. The National HRD Network has been guiding its members through its code of ethics. The network organizes national conferences once in 2 years. The unique features of these conferences are the publication of newspapers in a book form by a well-known publishing house and making it available to participants during the conference. In February 1990, a permanent academic body was formed and the Academy of Human Resource Development was born. Human resource management over the years has emerged as a highly respected profession in India. Prestigious management institutes have started importing HR management principles, techniques and practices in a meaningful way. The specialized knowledge, experience and expertise in this discipline have found expression in a growing body of literature represented by books, articles, research reports and surveys. The practitioners and academicians in the field have formed the above three bodies which conducts diploma and postgraduate programs and is accepted as an academic qualification for the post of HR professional in various organizations. They also conduct training programs, seminars, conferences and workshops in order to contribute to various aspects related to policy formulation, standardization of terminology, etc., besides devising code of conduct for their members. However, these do not regulate the profession of HRD on the same lines as the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India, Institute for Company Secretaries of India, Indian Medical Council and Bar Council of India. No definite academic qualifications have been prescribed so far for entry into HRD profession except for welfare officers under the Factories Act of 1948. In the recent years, there has been an advance in the learning movement and this has provided stimulus for the demand for HRD professionals and an enhancement to their status. After many years of low or no recognition, HRD professionals are increasingly acknowledged for their expertise in helping individuals, groups and organizations deal with complex problems of training, learning and development. However, as with all